Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I know it has been a while. I think the last vlog I uploaded was around Christmas time, so was that six or 7 months ago? Yeah. Well, a lot has changed since then, and I kind of wanted to just give you an update to know, what I've been up to and where my channel is going. The last time I seen you guys, I was just graduating with my second degree. I went to go pursue a bachelor's in accounting, and I finished that up this past December. After that, we kind of enjoyed the holiday, me and my husband, and then we ended up, well, we already planned on moving to a new apartment because the apartment we lived in previously was going to hell in a handbasket, so we needed to get out of there ASAP. And after that, we found like the perfect apartment. It was 2 bedrooms. The rent was higher than we were paying previously, but it was like a beautiful apartment in the perfect area, and it was just perfect. We had started getting the process of doing all the paperwork and everything we needed to move into this new place, but we kind of had a change of heart, and just like that, we decided we didn't want to move into a 2-bedroom anymore. We were going to move into a studio and then use all the extra money that we were saving by living in a studio apartment to pay off our student debt. And we ended up paying it off really quickly, actually. So now we don't have student debt anymore, and we're so excited to not have that burden, because I graduated with almost 50 grand of student debt with my first degree. My second degree we paid out of pocket, so we didn't have to really worry about that. But that first degree from my first college, oh my goodness. And then it didn't even really amount to much. But hey, it's gone now. The debt is gone, and now we can just really focus on, other parts of our life. But we're still in the studio apartment now. I'm not sure if we're going to stay here long term or not. Sorry about the angle, and excuse those dirty clothes in the background. But yeah, I'm not sure if we're going to stay here long term or not. It is a really nice apartment, but I just would prefer maybe a little bit more space. It's gorgeous though. Maybe one day I'll show you an apartment tour, but it's still not where I would like it to be. There's still a few decorating pieces, and I'm still trying to figure out exactly what I want to do with it, but we still have quite a bit of time left on this lease. So after we moved into this new studio apartment, I started the process of trying to find my first big girl job with my new degree in accounting, and I actually struggled a bit. I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do. I mean, I kind of did know. I wanted to do pretty much my goal was to go into public accounting. I wanted to go into public because I knew that I would gain a ton of experience and it would just be really good for my resume. But yeah, that was kind of the end goal of me going to get my accounting degree and studying for the CPA exam, and all that was to become a public accounting, at least for until I couldn't handle it anymore. But yeah, since I didn't get those type of roles right after college, I kind of gave up hope on it because I didn't think one would come through. And I kind of went through a period of post-grad depression. I had a lot of anxiety over not really having a full-time role after graduation like a lot of my peers. So yeah, it was just a really rough time, and I wasn't really sure what I needed to do. And I was looking online at other people who was dealing with post-grad depression and having trouble finding work after college, because I really wanted something to be, finding a job in my field, because I didn't want to go through all of this work of getting an accounting degree to end up in something that's totally unrelated, and then forgetting the knowledge that I did learn, and then purchasing all these CPA materials for nothing. So not having that kind of lined up was really rough for me. So I ended up going into therapy just so she could help me kind of gather my thoughts and figure out ways in which I could help this transition from being a college student again to transitioning into a career mindset, or someone who is looking for a job. Coco, cut that out. Don't do that. Go sit down. So to kind of make myself feel more productive, I started studying for my CPA exam, because that way I could at least do something to keep my mind stimulated and continue working towards my overall goal. So I had purchased the Becker material a year ago, and I'm planning on studying it for FAR, and it didn't really work out. So I ended up purchasing a different material, and that one has really worked for me. And I was supposed to take my test like a month ago, but then I ended up holding off on it, and now I'm studying for it now. My test is actually in a week, so I have 7 days to like cram anything else I can cram in and hopefully pass. I'm not positive when I'll be able to pass, because it's just I spent like way too much time on this exam. Okay, so I just got this package in the mail. Let me try to cover up my address because they don't need to be all over the internet, but it is from Minty. So Minty is pretty much a black owned makeup business, and they cater to darker skin and you know, melanin. So I ordered one of their foundations. This is the color M10 after watching a Jackie video because it just looks so good. And I heard my mom, she always used to talk about Minted as well. But I looked at the palette. They sent me like a sample. They sent me this little sample kit that has all of their foundation colors, and this is the one that I have right here, this M10. But it looks a little orange, and I'm a little nervous because that's the one I purchased. I think I may be more this one right here. Like, that looks perfect, but I'm not sure. I have to actually try it on. Hey, let's go try it on now, actually. So you just peel back this little black part, and they have like these little peel tabs of makeup in here. So let's get the M10 and the M20 out and try these on. Oh, okay, and it also has it on the back so that you don't get them all mixed up. The M10 and this is the M20. So that's really smart. They did a good job with the packaging on this little sample thing. That actually blends really, really well. That's a really nice color. I started studying for FAR, which is one of the 4 exams you need to take for the CPA exam. I started studying for that in April. It's June now. The end of June, about to be July. So I ended up pushing it back because I planned on only studying for like 8 weeks, something like that. But I didn't feel prepared. I got nervous and I ended up pushing it back. And I ended up pushing it back kind of right after like a dead zone, or what is it called, blackout period. So I wasn't able to take the exam again. I wasn't able to reschedule it until July 1st, which is when I'm taking it. And I really think people shouldn't do that because I got so bored of studying for this exam. After I pushed it back, I just got like 3 months is just way too long to study for any of these exams. I'm so bored of looking over this material that I don't even know what to do. I'm not sure how I'm going to end up doing on this exam just because I'm so tired of looking at this stuff. So I'm taking my exam for FAR July 1st. Not sure if I pass or fail, but after that I'm moving on to the next portion of the exam, which is BEC, and I'm studying for that. I think 4 or 5 weeks straight, just putting, you know, focusing on it a few hours a day, and then taking the exam and moving on, because I'm never doing the 3-month situation again, because that was a very big mistake. Okay, I think I got this makeup off pretty much now. So after the whole, you know, once I started preparing for the CPA exam, I finally got some job calls and interviews coming in. And I was really nervous, but at the same time I was happy that I was finally getting some calls. And I really wanted my first job out of school to be, you know, I wanted it to be in my field, of course. And I wanted it to be somewhere where I could grow and have room to like learn from different people, and they would have resources to train, because I know a lot of people complain about not getting trained once they start working, and that ends up kind of hurting them down the line. So I really wanted those type of things for me once I started working. And I only really applied to places in which, I mean, after the first month, then I started only applying to places in which I knew I really, really wanted to work, and I could see myself being there for a few years. So I ended up getting an email for a job interview at a very, very large public accounting firm here in Houston. And I was just like amazed and kind of surprised that I actually got like a hit from them, because I thought I would only hear, like I thought they only really got students who went through, I guess, like the college recruiting thing. I had no idea that I would actually get a hit back on that application, but I'm so glad that I did, because the interview ended up going really, really well, and I ended up getting the job offer. My battery is really going dead, oh my goodness. So I ended up getting the job offer, and I start in September, which is in a few months. So I'm really excited about that. Okay, I'll see you guys a little bit later because my battery is flashing red and I need to go charge it. Finish telling you guys this story in a little bit. Okay, I'm hoping I'm in focus, but pretty much to wrap up this video, I wanted to just give you like an update with my channel and all that good stuff. So I do plan on making content again. My life for the next few months is going to be centered around taking my CPA exams and hopefully passing a few of them. There's 4 exams in total, so I'm praying that I can, you know, pass at least 2, if not 3 of them before I start work. And then once I start work, I do want to make more content geared towards, you know, like professionalism and career-oriented stuff, just because I love watching those videos and seeing how young professionals are going about, you know, advancing in their career and living their life and all that type of stuff. So yeah, to start that off, I have my new work bag here. It's all the way from the UK. I got it from a British like online store, or a small British business, and I'm hoping that the bag looks as good as it did online. I'm gonna open that up and see. Eventually I'm gonna do like a what's in my bag video and show you guys that, because I'm very type A, so I know my bag is, I already have what I'm gonna put in there because I just have to have everything. But yeah, I'm about to go eat my food before it gets cold, and that's pretty much the wrap up of this video and my update of everything that's been going on and everything that's getting ready to happen. And I probably need to get back to my studying as well, because my test is literally in like 7 days. All right, you guys, I'll see you in my next video. My next video should be going to take far. It'll be like a vlog and my feelings going into the exam and how I feel coming out of it and all that type of stuff. So I'll see you guys later.